see I'm walking here? Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs. I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus, so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
Have we just, like, entered the Strangeville kind of area? Where everyone's just a fucking weirdo. Okay.
No, but thank you. I'm quite all right as I am. Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening. Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram. Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon.
There's a strange guy. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Pardon me, you're distracting the magnificent journey of my mind. I was galaxies away being ripped asunder in the depths of a black hole. What an excruciating and exquisite experience. Nothing at all, I assure you. I tend to ramble during my daily walks. If there's no further excitement to be had, I suppose I shall go for a soak beneath the medicinal waterfall. Perhaps I'll slice my heel open on a rock. Nothing like the physicality of pain to make you feel alive.
You seen Arthur today?
I'm walking and thinking.
Nah, last time I saw him was, stars, I can't remember. Days.
You don't think... Which cards?
It was his team running that drop? That puts things into perspective.
I'll thank you to check your weapons at the door.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Fuck me, you've actually said something normal.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Maybe not.
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium. Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO. Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages. Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares. That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation. Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss. One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Okay then. I believe you. Trying to figure out which way I came. That's the way I came from, I think.
I test every product myself to assure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rash. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
What is it? I'm... Okay.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Sublight Datapad. This datapad contains the personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level sublight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about shit-for-pay contracts. The last entry reads, "Can't believe we found fucking Alavite gas in a hibernated Rezo lab out in the dustback. Lavite... ? Olivite ? Whatever it's spelled, it's worth a shit ton. Who the fuck could use that to make candy ? Looks like old Gertie's hunch is gonna prove out. Not that I'll ever tell her the way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off. We'll probably need Lilia Hagen to send a team. No way Ms. Malin can handle this job out of Fallbrook. Been working on Raimi, plying him with the pale kale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password into that place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing their Alawiti gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hidey spot for some dandified weapon. Thing's probably worth enough to make me a right top runger after I go back for it. Old Mercer's getting herself to Byzantium, you can bet on it. Can't let Raimi or Gertie find out about it. Gertie'd go all full burn and demand I split the profits. Raimi, he'd probably send me to the boneyard and keep it for himself. Damaged UDL datapad. The screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional. Fused together from plasma damage, all but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Entry number 1. April Sorby, you are reassigned effective immediately. Must report to Site Safety Commander Saunders by 1600 HST. Transport provided by non-corporate contractor. Reliable. Proceed overland to Research Fac East. Town designation Fallbrook. Entry number 2. Kind of shithole factory facility is this? ? I'm never accepting a quote-unquote promotion again unless it comes with a gilded. Hastity keeps losing her damn keycard. Chastity, that is. Expects me to find it for her, not her fucking swain. At least Powell is easy on the eyes. Entry number 3. Shit-wrapped fucking alarm went off again before I got a chance to try the weapon. Seen anything like it? Chastity used it for a damn prank. Now Sanders is going to lock it up and I'll nev. Perfect for crowd control. Easy to maintain orders in the townships once they get their hands on glue.
I offer high quality and low prices. Pick one for your purchase. If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy. Town sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought. Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us. We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye? Take it you're one of them yourself. Well, if you don't learn nothing else about Fallbrook, rest assured on this much. Your bits are always good with me.
See if we can
You
sell
shopping for
some.
pre-owned? Few
Hey there, Exterminator. Glad you showed up to take care of those mantis swarms. Hate those fucking things. Hey there, Exterminator. Glad you showed up to take care of those mantis swarms. Hate those fucking things.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order? This is the ante up, all right, but we don't serve drinks. Hate to break it to you, but Nelson Mason's a con man. Try Yvonne upstairs if you're looking for a swill. No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets. Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Sounds like a fair price.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I'll bet she's a hoot at parties.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening. Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her, not me. Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck-ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction. Special as in unlawful, delicate, and deadly. As to the something, no, it ain't a person. Not this time. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe. I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
I'm a doctor, not a vet. But what's the worst that could happen?
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead. Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course. Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me. Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do. If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be. How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards. Sure. What about it, aside from the fact that I can smell it all the way from here? You mean you can't just follow the stench trail or the squealing bloody murder sounds of little sissy piggies? Once you're clear of the bridge, follow the river southwest. Sure, weren't no skin off my nose.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story? Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand? More than you can afford at this time. Bagged another one, did he? The anti-up's downstairs, and they don't serve drinks. Here, have a pity swill, on me. Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer, too, from time to time. Who ain't these days? Everything runs through Ms. Malin here, so you might start with her.
Now there's a woman who knows what she wants. I like her.
Self-sanitization needed. Alert. Self-sanitization needed.
always imagined Fallbrook would be...
cleaner? Fancier?
cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
Stand clear of Solvent Street.
Looks like a big giant LZ platform. Authorized users, please enter your authorization code. Everyone else, if I catch you using this thing, I'm going to tie steel to your feet and throw you in a sulfur pool. Catherine. Access shipping manifests. Outgoing anti-Cleo perishables. Okay. Incoming spacer choice perishables. Purchase request UDL 2007. Request origin UDL outpost number 172. Request Department of Agriculture. Offer 51,241 bits. Okay, this is an LZ that we have just acquired.
Estimated cleaning time, 4.37 years.
Give me a second, guys. Okay, we're back.
Muting volume now.
Okay, we've apparently done that. CMP maintenance request to clean up and repairs from feeding and breeding. I understand your priorities to the cannery machine and fixing its near monthly clogs now. Did they ever find out what breed out of critter keep crawling in there? Question mark. But I'm telling you, there's something lodged in the drain pipe beneath the cysty pig's trough. Hard to see, but in the light I'd almost swear it was some kind of bone. Anyway, the feeding tube's backing up, so I need you to look at it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Greetings, authorized personnel. The King would like to remind you that terminal sessions are recorded with corresponding timestamps. Prolonged periods of use are liable to incur conduct infraction or infractions. If you would like to temporarily disable the recording system, please schedule a dinner appointment with the King after entering your password. From A. Rose to F. Patterson. Subject: what ends will begin again. Factories back online feels strange. Not only did I never think I'd stoop to this sort of work, but they gave me your place on the line. Wish you could have waited just for a little while, but that's fine. Me and cousin Isaac are right as rain. We are. I never met a man so eccentric as the factory's new owner, Clive. Got a dreadful temper, he does, but he pays our wages on time, so I guess I don't rightly mind. Just if you ain't coming back, you could at least answer my darn messages. I feel like a fool sending these, like I'm pouring my heart into some silly diary. Maybe I'll go visit with Isaac, haven't seen him in a few days. The one you left behind, A. From J. Blanchard to C. Blanchard. Subject: need a new job. I cannot frickin' take it any longer. I know the money's good, I know the work's steady, but core, you can't hardly fathom what it's like, day in and out. Grew up with the slimy worm, and now he's got me calling him, quote unquote, the boast king of Monarch, like real friggin' royalty.
Microwave, yeah?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to come in at some point. Just getting to the end of
fine.
this.
I was just wondering whether you feel like you're going to finish in a minute or in a while.
I don't know yet, but pretty soon.
That's why I was just asking whether you wanted them to go in the microwave or what.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you.
Love you, Mom.
See you soon. Come on. Good lad. Come on.
Grew up with the slimy worm, and now he's got me calling him, quote unquote, the boss king of Monarch, like real fragging royalty, like the myths of old. And he's always muttering to himself or shouting, splattered with gristle or worse. But I know what happened to them fellows who got pink slips. Won't go out like that, not me, and not on account of Slaughterhouse Clive. I quit, your loving brother, Janine. Okay. Well, he's not doing anything, so I'm not gonna end his life for no reason. Stay. Message logs from F. Patterson to A. Rose. Subject: the end is upon us. I don't want to say I told you so, but I did message you that the writing was on the wall back in April. Did I not? Question mark. In brackets, which, if you remember, is one of the reasons I begged you to please hurry in your decision making, which inadvertently and unfortunately stoked your ire at me for rushing you. But now everything I feared is coming to pass. CMP's abandoned Monarch with the others. The factory's in working order, but less and less of us keep showing up for shifts. Because what's the point really? Question mark. Never got my last 2 bit carts for wages owed, which means I can't pay rent. Aggie, let alone sponsor your wastrel of a cousin's gambling habits. I know how you titter it away whenever I raise these sorts of concerns, but I'm not joking, Aggie. It's only a matter of time before I'm plumb out in the streets. What are you going to do then? Question mark. Keep telling me to wait? Question mark. I can't. The next ferry is scheduled for Thursday at 2 o'clock. I'll be on it and I'd like you to join me. If you do, then I'll have your answer at last. If not, then I guess I'll have an answer the same. Either way, I won't be waiting for another month on end. See you at the ferry platform, in brackets, I hope. Yours in heart, if not body, Fitz. So that's where that leads. Okay. Maintenance log 157. Okay, it's just talking. Okay, this is an actual one. The other one was like just numbers and stuff. So, dictating memorandum from authorized user, control room operator. Begin block quote. Oh, for piss and plasma, I ain't input in quote unquote start recording now, did I? Question mark. No, you stupid piece of shrapnel computer. I was only saying how it irks me when the others filch my lunch, pea-free butter and purple berry jelly. I'll have you know, not boast, and for good reason. And while they're gorging, they got the nerve to fart and waggle their middle fingers at me from the factory floor. 'Cause they know I can't go down there till the shift breaks, and by then it's too late. Tell you what though, I'm tempted alright to use the Sentry Automech's new pink slip protocol to terminate each and every one of them. Won't be waggling their middle fingers then, now would they?
Mean and ready to kill germs.
Yeah, they're coming to him. All right. Okay, let's get this request done.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Please say the Yoda corpse you're wearing is Clive's. And when you destroyed my machinery, was it before or after you killed Clive? Because you understand, if it was after, On second thought, don't even tell me. We'll just say I'm doubly grateful. Though there's no double reward. Still, this ought to compensate for your troubles. And take an aromatic. You stink like Sissy Pig.
Keep walking, Rungleech.
Dirty! Clean up the competition!
That's the last of them.
On the job!
That was a nice warm-up.
And sanitize. Wrong tool for the job.
Well, I'll be. You lost too, son? Name's Elroy. Elroy Booth. Pleased to meet you.
I've been out and about, making deliveries for the Fallbrook folks, and I seem to have gotten myself turned around. Oh, sure. I'll get on out of here soon after you do. If it's all the same to you, I'll wait till you're nice and out of sight before heading back. Can't be too careful after all. You go on. I'll see you out in the wilderness.
Detected!
Don't mess with us. Didn't even get our hands dirty.
Take out the trap! On the job! Resuming passive mode. Detective! This unit is clean, mean, and ready to kill germs. That will leave us game. Come on, Freddy. Attack! Come out! I smell blood. Has been sanitized.
Welcome to Rizzo's Point of Purchase operating system. Employee Cecil McClure, you have been on shift for 88,536 hours. You, in brackets, have earned a 5-minute break. Wow. Why not enjoy a knock you out bar? Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Cycle complete.
I didn't see him fucking lying there then. 100% didn't see him lying there.
Neutralized.
The fuck? Rizzo Inc. point of sale interface. Authorized users Cecil McClure, Ira Boyd. Error unable to establish connection to Rizzo Inc. Monetary processing. This terminal is now in its default log and message viewing mode. February 4th, 2344. Lord help me, help us all. I saw one frothing at the mouth, barely able to string a word or two together, walking at me as if to devour me whole. Zora was right. There are monsters here. We need to get out if we want to live. February 5th, 2344. Cecil, you aren't insane. They were people once. I don't know what they are now. Zora. March 11th, 2344. Cecil, these crazy arseholes don't know how to use a keypad. I took one from my clinic office and installed it on the bridge gate. 2613. Be safe, Zora. Okay. Old Rizzo datapad. Personal log, Zora Blackwood. Owner, Zora Blackwood. We're trapped between monsters and men who've turned into monsters. Cecil's leg is starting to rot. I don't know how we're making it out of here. I suspect we could climb along to the chasm wall. Might be the only chance we got. But Cecil's getting worse. He passed. Void take me. I couldn't keep his infection down. I've got no choice. Gonna try to climb. I ever make it to Byzantium, I'm going to find Sumner and the rest of the XX, put a boot up their gold shitting arses. Or asses.
initiated.
Of efforts. Wrong tool for the job. Performance evaluation is sterling.
Phew! Bless me, guys. Oh, I had no idea what that was all about, but whoever that was, we killed him.
Watch your step on Monarch. It's not just the monsters and sulfur pits you gotta look out for. I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas. Ginger Chops and the Pencil Pusher. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't gonna change anything. Honestly, stay out of it. We've got our own problems to deal with. I try to save my captain a headache when I can. Usually ends up saving me one too. Hey, I'm the doctor here. That means I'm supposed to be the one nosing into your business. Anyway, I can take a hint. You stay out of mine, and I'll stay out of yours. Anything else?
Dust accumulation analysis. 10 years.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized. Attempting to disengage security protocols without proper authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
Bunker assessment. Overdue for cleaning. Initiating emergency deep clean protocol authorization code Apastron 5.
Checking internal calendar. Last cleaning occurred 3,654 days ago. Emergency cleaning protocol accepted. Be advised, Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purpleberry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day. Have a productive day.
From redacted subject REC on the station. From redacted to E. Chartrand. Subject R. So obviously E. Chartrand messaged whoever it is first. Subject, see you at the station. I advise we're bound for a secondary lab. Will you be supervising our research this time, or will it be the standard quote-unquote work from the shadows routine, ? Subject RE, see you at the station. You will not see me, but I will be close. Continue your research, Doctor. Report to me when you have achieved a mission. End state. To L file, subject getting there. To L file from E. Chandran, subject getting there. Thank you for your optimism, Law. What we're doing isn't easy under the best of circumstances, much less with the board cutting corners. I can promise you that our research will lead to a better Halcyon, even if we have to pay a terrible cost getting there, either. From redacted, subject, effects of O2 rationing on native fauna. Okay, from E. Chartrand to redacted, subject, release of research data. With all respect, I urge you to reconsider your decision to classify our research results on the native fauna of Terra 1. I assure you that we will diligently redact any references to our project or its purpose from any papers we release. We've made several discoveries about how the terraforming process affected the nucleon of the Raptidon and Manti families. At the very least, allow us to inform our fellow board researchers that these creatures will perish when O2 concentrations are reduced to 19.5%, a level within human tolerance. This is not about fame or prestige, this is about potentially saving lives, please. And then from redacted to E-Chartran, re-release of research data. You have your orders, Doctor, your project is too important. Too sensitive to allow any hint of it to reach the public.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Great, but what I wanted to do was open the store pot. Okay.
Watch those traps. My field stitches aren't exactly pretty. Captain, this terminal controls airflow for the entire bunker. I've got an idea. I'll drop the O2 levels to 19.5%. That's still enough for humans, but the mantisaurs will die in a matter of minutes. Here goes. Don't thank me yet.
Simple Shrine, Dr. Thomas Linwood Ryle, Ingratitude, and it's got a bunch of names. Dr. Eva Chartrand, Dr. Lorelei Fall, Dr. James Guthrie, Dr. Charles McNulty, Dr. Claire Pearsall. McNulty's testimonial. You didn't have to go this far to get out of paying that bad bet on the Darlings. I mean, you gave me 6 years to pay you back for last year's championships. I told you were right. I had your back. We could have drawn straws or something. But you went off and did it, and you didn't even tell me. This shouldn't have happened, man. Fuck this, you earned better. Charlie.
This is why you don't go getting attacked.
False testimonial. I'd like to think you'd be happy about the data I recovered. These days I'm mostly thinking about how you should still be with us, and we should have had more support from the board. And no one should have ever needed to take such a crazy, stupid, brave risk. I don't know if your folks will ever get to see you, but I made sure you were all tidy. Small stitches. Eva put you in your best suit. Did it herself alone. Said she owed you. See you in the equation, Tom. We miss you, Law. Guthrie's testimonial. You were an excellent chimerist or chimerist and a credit to our team. Upon our return to Byzantium, I will file to have the copyrights for our work made in your name. The companies will own them, but your name will be on every legal filing. People will see it and perhaps think of you. I hope this adequately communicates the depth of my esteem. I will forever appreciate your efforts to improve communication between myself and the rest of the team. I do not believe I will drink vodka again, however, Dr. Guthrie. Chartrand's testimonial. Tom, as your manager, I'm supposed to review your achievements and history, holding up examples of important milestones that emphasize your ability to work with and sacrifice for the company. Even when we die, it's all quote unquote, how much did you make for us? ? Everyone here knows what we're up against and how long we have. You knew better than anyone the way you talked about the lives we forgot in passing, the dockwater who kept a red kerchief in one of her pockets, and you wondered why. The server at the bar trying to read a book on this sly until our order was up, and you wondered why it was. The worker who swept the roads, but when she found a dead sprat, stopped to bury it. I didn't notice half the lives around me until you'd point out the little things that made each one unlike any other you'd met. I have to live long enough that I can shout your name at Byzantium, tell everyone what you did for them, because I could write for 40 days and nights and not tell a tenth of the little things I saw in you. E. Logs, research notes, tissue compatibility, acceptable losses. Cascadia Lab Executive Research Focus Group. Chief concern is rejection of the tissue, a problem as classical as limb transplantation, though obviously on a cellular level. The scale of the problem, though, even with the alter vitae bolstering our efforts, an achievement of such proportion has never been attempted or even considered. How do we define a tolerable failure rate when the losses could swell to affect millions? Question mark. Even 1% is unthinkable. I have much to consider. Transfer to secondary sites. Cascadia Lab Executive Research Focus Group. The project has been reassigned to a secondary lab. I'm told the board is pulling out of Terra 1 and we don't even have time to transfer our research. For once I'm grateful our labours didn't make significant strides here. I won't forget Tom's sacrifice up until the end. He knew it had to happen. If it wasn't one of us, the board would have quote-unquote volunteered inmates from Tartarus. I'll be sure to carry his example to the new lab in the next phase of human trials.
Untested, Mantacream lethal, customer approved.
Archived logs, animal trials. Tom was skeptical that animal trials would yield good data, but I wanted to start small. I wished someone had thought to pack a breeding stock of fruit flies from Earth. Writing them off as mere pest species has limited our research efforts more than once. With approval from CMP, I've made arrangements to peruse her use the Borst factory near Fallbrook. Cysty pigs mature reasonably swiftly. I feel this is the best option available to us. I've done great things with cysty pig engineering in the past. Of course, my current project is far more difficult than merely enhancing the baconated flavouring of cysty pig tumours. Let's see if I can make lightning strike twice, this time on alternate tissues. Archived log moving to Cascadia. The board has repeatedly denied my requests for data from the other teams investigating the issue. I'm guessing their efforts have progressed no further than ours. There's some good news. We will be heading to a town called Cascadia. Apparently Rizzo volunteered to provide lab space. We could use a change of scene. I'll ask the movers to handle this terminal with care. I'm starting to have doubts that animal testing will yield us the results we seek, but succumbing to pessimism helps no one. Alright.
I won't tell.
Ding! Job complete. Moving on to the next task.
So what is it that we have to do in this one? Look for Sprat, apparently.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was stunned. I can't remember. Days.
You don't think he got crushed during the bridge collapse?
team running that drop? That puts things into perspective.
Few recent records. Armored birth whistle. Claim loss of, in brackets, gentlemanly honour and, in brackets, good name. I entered into a gentleman's wager with several chaps at Billingsley's regarding the nature and composition of the Spacer Choices product, tarmac and cheese. I was quite certain the product did contain actual tarmac, and my companions wagered that it surely did not. Lo and behold, investigation into the matter revealed that I had been the victim of a gross misunderstanding. Yet how was I to know what manner of fare common factory workers eat? ? And how could Spacer Choices be so irresponsible as to advertise that its product contains tarmac when it clearly does not ? The damage to my reputation has been most grievous. I find myself unable to return to my previous haunts for fear of the stares and chuckles that will follow. My honour as a gentleman has been called into question, as has the nature of my relationship with livestock. Resolution denied. Improper formwork. Claimant forgot to say the magic word. Fanny Cartwright. Claim loss of one finger. I've been an assistant saw operator with CMP for 5 years. Most of the blade guards broke last year. Management never replaced them. I lost my left ring finger last week as a result. Resolution denied. Negligible damage. Claimant is right-handed, so the magnitude of this loss is minimal. Updated claim, loss of 3 fingers. The saw I was working CME loosed yesterday an account of CMP, skipping routine maintenance checks. The accident took 2 fingers from my right hand on and another from my left. Resolution denied self-disqualification. Claimant was missing a finger from a previous incident and should not have been operating sharp machinery. Updated claim, loss of 4 fingers. Claim unintelligible. Yeah. Filed on behalf of CMP. Claim loss of 1 worker. Assistant saw operator 16J in brackets F Cartwright lost several digits due to carelessness and negligence. She failed to heed prominently posted warnings about the state of our safety equipment, and the resultant injuries have decreased our factory's productivity and led to multiple stress headaches for management as we struggle to reshuffle worker schedules around 16J. Resolution approved.
Bam! Putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.